Are you someone who thinks, I've got no idea what I'm even meant to post on this social media platform thingy? Well, you're not alone. I'm Sherry, and I'm talking to you in a series of videos about how to make social media easier and more productive for your business. And as you can see, it doesn't have to be perfect. So let's talk about creating content for your business. The single most important thing that I want to get across to you today is that when businesses go onto social media, like whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, any of them, the first thing that we all seem to do is go very formal, and we suddenly start talking in a very, very business-like manner. Social media is not about that. Social media is social. So it's about creating conversations, information, entertainment, infotainment. What you want to be putting out to your people, to your audience, is things that are of interest to them and entertain them. Social media isn't a place where people go to be advertised at, even though that happens, and it's not a place where they intentionally go to learn, even though that happens too. Social media is a place where people go to just switch off for a while. It's mental chewing gum. It's where people become zombified. We've all seen it. They've got their phones in front of them, their mouth's half open. So if you're coming at people in your Facebook posts as something that is advertising and is delivering really hard, cold messages, you're just going to get scrolled on by. You have less than a third of a second to stop that thumb. So what you want to make sure is that your content is interesting and engaging. So let's talk about what that means. What kind of content? A lot of people try and make content to trick the algorithm. Let me tell you, it's not going to happen. If we knew how to do that, we would all do it every time and it would bang and work every time. The algorithm is no one code. It's a series of, if this happens, then that happens. Then if this happens, then that happens. And if it looks like this and people are interested, then it goes further. So the best thing that you can do is consistently put out good quality, interesting information. I always say to my clients, teach me, show me, touch me, okay? Teach me. There are 100 things on pretty much any product that you could teach somebody about or you have interesting information about. So all the way through this, I've been talking about Fred's Happy Shoes. I have no idea, that just popped into my mind. I have nothing pre-prepared about shoes, okay? But let's think about all the things that we could talk about for shoes. So, okay, there's different occasions for shoes. There might be different age groups. There's different fabrics. There's different sizes. People have length size and width size. What about shoelaces? Is there tricks on how to teach kids to do shoelaces? Is there anything new in shoelaces? What about caring for your shoes, cleaning your shoes? How often should you buy new shoes? Can you see all of these things are teaching moments that you could turn into interesting content? But it's really important that you talk to people in a really social way. So let's not do the whole, hi, I'm going to teach you about shoes, a little bit like I am here. Instead, let's see if we could do, hey, did you know that there's 5 ways you could clean your shoes? You could throw them in the washing machine, or you could hang them on the line and hit them with the hose. Do you know what I mean? Throw them in the swimming pool or the bath or whatever. Keep it fun and keep it entertaining. So that's teach me. The next one is show me. Show me behind the scenes of your business. Pull back the curtain. Social media is fantastic for this. Show me what it feels like to be in your business. Show me what the different things that happen through the year, different seasons, different stock that comes in, but just out of interest. So take a snap of a print as opposed to saying, oh, here's our whole range of summer stock that has dropped this week. So take a snap of a print and talk about the bold blues and the off brown, not off, that's the wrong thing. The bold blues and the offset of the brown is what I was trying to say against it and how it stands out and pops. Talk about if it is blue, Blue Mondays, Blue Winters, any of those sorts of things. Talk about what's happening in your store, but tell it from a story point of view. Here's another important thing for you. Stories sell and faces tell. So tell stories whenever you can, okay? Now let's move on to Touch Me. In a media like social media, you have permission to be carried around in their pockets or on their desktops 24/7. For the majority of people, as soon as they wake up in the morning, they open up their social media. You would also be a little bit concerned, perhaps a little surprised, how many people scroll social media on the toilet, okay? So you have the permission to be there with them every day, which means that you have the opportunity to become essentially a friend, and you can touch them and reach in a different way that you can on any other kind of media. You cannot, through a news article or a story, get across emotion in the way that you can with social media. Even just in talking to you now, I can slow my pace, I talk really fast, and I can go quieter, and that will allow me to draw you in. Or I can speed up and be really a bit more boppy and hopefully keep you entertained a little bit longer. But we can change the way that we present, and we can change the things that we talk about, and we can change how we say it to either make people come closer to us, or to take them to somebody else, or to cause them to laugh or to cry. Touch people with your information. Now you can do this by talking about interesting stories of things that have happened in your business. Now, Fred's Happy Shoe Sales may have a customer who's been coming in forever, and they've bought their 56th pair of shoes. Now you could just say, here's Fred for their 56th pair of shoes. Or you could say, let's not say Fred, here's George for their 56th pair of shoes. Or you could say, here's George, he's been coming to us for 56 pairs of shoes. That's about one a year. So for 56 years, that's quite a lot. Maybe he was having one every 6 months. But he wears them for sports, and this is how he uses them, and he enjoys them, and he's never changed, and we love having him here, and he's got a family and 3 kids, and you can tell his story. People are interested in stories. You can also tell stories of your suppliers, of any community groups that you're involved with, of any other businesses that are local to you, or that you're interested in, or that your people who are following you will be interested in. Telling stories is so, so, so important. If you've seen the video that I did about the 5 things that people get wrong on their business, on their profiles, you'll remember that we changed your @username tag, and to make sure that it was the same as your current business name, to make sure it was exactly the same. This is where you use that. If you're telling a story about another page or another business, tag their page. Their audience will see your stories. And if you've got customers who love what you do, ask them to post about it and tag your page, and they'll tell your stories. So endless content is about creating information that tells, touches, or teaches. You can do that in any way. You can do it through videos, and you can do it through just images and text. On Instagram, you can use stories or reels. On Facebook, you could use the stories section on that as well. Get brave, press some buttons, do something a little bit different, and stand out. And most importantly, think about what it is that your people who buy your product might be interested in, whether it be by their age group or by the things that they're related to your business. Think about what those sorts of people might be interested to see. I hope that's helpful, and we'll see you again soon.